Hello, my name is Chris Hicks. The reason I'm here today is I wanted to start a campaign to help veterans find a job. You know, our veterans deserve so much more than they get, and I really believe in that. And I'm a veteran myself, have about a decade of sales experience in solution sales. I've actually written a book to outline that experience. It's called I'm Busy, A Simple Guide to Identifying, Qualifying, and Selling to Prospects. There's some information on the back. What it basically boils down to is I've taken about a decade of sales experience and pushed it into about a 67-page book that can be read literally over a weekend. The idea is if a veteran goes in for a sales interview, then what we can do is we can actually give that veteran a book to read over the weekend and come in prepared and come in knowledgeable about the actual position they would be filling. The idea is to get the veteran the position. Everybody wants to hire a veteran. Everyone wants to thank a veteran for their service. But the bottom line is they need some soft skills. They come back from war. They have a certain skill set. People like that skill set. But we want to improve that skill set. So my mission is to help veterans be more competitive in the job space when they get to the actual interview with a civilian company. I really appreciate your support. And again, my mission is to help veterans. I wrote this book in 2010, 2011 timeframe, started publishing it, and I've made it free on Amazon Prime for veterans, and I've been working with veterans organizations and said, hey, I want to get down to let's get the books into veterans' hands. An ebook is fine, an ebook is something that's helpful, but putting a book in somebody's hands and saying you have an interview on Monday, take a look at this, read this, and this will help you be more educated and more knowledgeable about what kinds of questions you'll be asked and what your job is actually going to be that you're interviewing for. If we can employ veterans and get them in a place where they're earning an income, fulfilling their dreams of getting the 2.5 kids and a white picket fence, that's the goal of this project, to help veterans. Of course, the initial funding backing starts at $15. You'll get a book. If you want to go to $25, you get a book, and a book gets given to a veterans organization. And I'm working with several. And from there, it goes into more of a we're going to give 10 books, 25 books, 125 books. The idea is I want to get thousands and thousands and thousands of books across the country in the hands of veterans to get them jobs. And once this project is funded, I'm asking for $250,000 in funding, so I'm looking at getting 10,000 books in the hands of veterans or more. And so once this project is funded, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and train for 3 days in a location and provide training for up to 20 people in these locations that are going to be getting these books. And the reason is that I don't want people just handing them a book and saying, here, read this, this might help you. I want people that are trained in what this book says and how to look at what needs to be looked at for veterans in the job interview process. I want those people to be trained in the book, and I want to train them myself. I want to look at them face to face. I want to put down the PowerPoint presentation I've already prepared. I have the material ready. I have the content ready. All I need is your backing on this project, and this will become a reality. I've set the time frame for May for you to get your books. And then looking at June, July time frame of, I think I've set it actually at July, to get the books in the hands of the locations. And the reason is when we're doing print to order here, I go in and tell Amazon I want 20,000 books. It might take them a couple of months to get them to me. So that I'm already planning for that. So the time expectations are realistic. I'm actually in communication with Amazon at this point, and I'm going to be getting a much more sleek timeline. And if I can speed that up, of course I will. But I wanted to let you know I really appreciate your support. I wanted to go on and let you see a face. I've included my LinkedIn profile. I've been in sales for over 10 years. I went back to college at age 40 for a degree in electrical engineering. So I'm pretty aware of the fact that veterans do have a hard time finding a job once they get out of the service. I'm aware of the fact that soft skills are not something that hold true over an extended period of time. So someone that goes off to war for 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, and they come back to a civilian job, they may need some help. And it's clear that they do. They need a lot of help, and I'm here to help them. I hope that I can count on your support as well. Thank you so much for your time. Please feel free to contact me at any time. I'll make sure that I get an email to every backer, and it may be a mail merge depending on how many backers we get. But I want to get in contact with anybody who has questions for me, in contact with anybody who wants to follow up with me and say, hey, I want to know where my book went. I want to know how many books went to what city, who were the people that were trained up. I have no problem having those conversations. I have no problem being transparent. This isn't about the money. This is about helping veterans. Thank you so much for your time.